Welcome to Grid Overload. PortSmash is another side channel vulnerability for CPUs. So this vulnerability of PortSmash was found by 5 academics from the Tampere University of Technology in Finland and the Technical University of Havana, Cuba. And they actually had a great name to it, PortSmash. And this has been demonstrated on Skylake and Kaby Lake CPUs already. And they were using OpenSSL to demonstrate this. And if anyone you curious out here, and I will post links below of what they already have out, I'm excited to actually read the white paper when they put that out as well. But Intel's been notified of it. OpenSSL has had a fix of this with the software that they were using to demonstrate this and everything. So they went through all the process. But the number for this security flaw issue is CVE-2018-5407 if anyone wants to go look it up and dive into it more. But as I said, this was demonstrated on Kaby Lake and Skylake Intel CPUs, and they've said in their stance on this so far, and Intel even came out with their report or their response to it is that they expect that other CPUs as well are affected, and that includes AMD and IBM. And me personally, just reading a little about this, that anything that's using simultaneous multi-threading has a potential to have this problem. So who knows if they're Intel and if IBM and AMD kind of foresaw this and had this already in there. Nobody knows yet until these researchers and other people try to execute this same exact attack on those processors. And these researchers said that that's their next project, is to work on this. They also said that they're going to continue to work on getting more flaws out there, more side channel vulnerability attacks out there, so we can kind of know and work on trying to find more of them, which is a good thing. I think that we need to get these out in the open and fix them in hardware and software where needed. And hopefully eventually hardware is hard enough that they're fixed and we don't have to worry about the software fixes, but maybe good practices going forward to keep those software practices in there so that we can have more secure software overall and data, right? Users and business data is crucial in this. But jumping into what the attack is that it works on simultaneously multi-threaded CPUs. So basically like hyper-threading on Intel, AMD has simultaneously multi-threading on their Ryzen processors, where they're taking 2 threads and running them through one processor. So you can do that. And what this is basically doing is, as you run a legitimate thread through the processor, this other side process is watching in and trying to grab the encrypted keys, like in OpenSSL, and then be able to use those for its own access when it doesn't actually have access to them. So it's just looking in and saying, oh, I need that data, and grabbing it and pulling it out, and then being able to use it. And so that's the essence of the attack. And they tested on OpenSSL version 1.1.0.h and prior all have this issue in it. Now the new version of 1.1.0.i and version 1.1.1 all has the patch in there to prevent this from happening. And they have a GitHub page where they've had this all written out, and you can even test this out on your own system if you like. Now, ZNet and WCCF, I've seen, has Intel's response to this, and go ahead and read it from one of those 2 sites as well if you want the full gist, or the full thing that Intel said. But the gist of it overall is that Intel says that this is unrelated to Spectre meltdown and the L1 terminal fault. But they also suspect that it's not just related to their processors, and security is their top priority. Is kind of the things that I got out of it. It's great that security is top priority. I hope that AMD, IBM, anyone else that's going to be, looks at simultaneously multi-threading in the processors is looking at this, making sure that they can get this either hardened on the hardware side or get software out there fixed. As a software developer myself, I know that one big thing is making sure that software gets updated in a timely fashion so that users and their data, business side and home users, are secure against attacks that may have their data vulnerable, especially if it's using data that they want to have secure, which is like OpenSSL, where you want to have it secure. So it's going to be really interesting how this is going to go forward, especially with more security stuff going out and always it seems like there's a new one every couple months now, and how they all it's hard to keep track all of them too. So I do like the name of it. It was a good name that they put, PortSmash. So hopefully that they can fix this. Intel, AMD, IBM, industry, software leaders, and everything. Get this out, especially libraries that use and that other software uses, and it has it in it. It's important. So yeah, I hope that this all gets cleaned up. And with that, I would want to know what your thoughts are and how these securities are affecting you on a daily basis, or if you just don't care. And then how do you think it affects the overall ecosystem with all the security and side channel stuff going out? Right now that they say that the only fix is to really disable hyperthreading, which is a performance hit. So yeah, it's not the best way to do this, to disable something to fix the security flaw and also take the performance hit there. So it's there's trade-offs here, but we're going to have to figure it out, and hopefully we can get over this hurdle of a lot of security flaws and kind of harden the hardware side of things and make sure software is more secure as well. So I want to thank you for watching Gray Overload. Thank you for taking the time to support this channel and help it grow. And until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe.